Hey, this is Jacob Palmer. Um, I do want to mention that we are doing a Aquarius reading. So if you are an Aquarius, feel free to stop on by. And you don't have to necessarily be in here for the entire ride, but just at least maybe stop on by and say hey. That's all I at least look out for. So yeah. Other than that, feel free to join on in. So, I'm going to let you guys know that before I get to this first card that just shot out, just like I showed up um, some shorts to you guys, I want to let you know that the shorts are finally out. So if you want to be looking at the shorts at any moment, either today or in the future, just know that we have fresh shorts showing up. So if you want to attend those, feel free to be a part of that. Also, we have your guys live, Aquarius. So if you are Aquarius, feel free to listen in on this live because not only is your short out, but your live is happening. All right, with your man, Jacob Palmer. So we have our first card showing for you, Aquarius, Pele, which is about purpose. So, yeah, the way that I'm going to just to show the cards is going to be like one section is going to be you, one section is going to be your person, the other section is going to be a third party. And I really liked what we did at one point in time. So we're going to also include a friend that is helping you. So if that resonates with you, by all means, comment down below. Say that this is exactly my reading. So you can say down below like hashtag awesome. You know, interesting. So I feel like with this card here, it says beauty on the bottom. On the Helen of Troy card, I do want to mention to you that either masculine or feminine, you are basically either very beautiful, or you could be very handsome. And the thing is that like it's striking up the purpose in people. That is why a lot of people are trying to invade this commitment between you and your person. Is because they might have heard about your commitment. They might have heard about your person's commitment. They might have heard about some kind of beauty that you exude. And I feel like there are some people that may be playing in that energy. Uh, and Hera is the commitment, the card that I showed earlier, but the one that I just showed was Bast. So that's only if any of you are interested in this deck. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what comes out for your person. So I'm doing a total of 4 to 5 cards per person or per party. So I already did your party. Your party is already dealt with. I am going to be doing some tarot later on in the second half of this live. So please keep an eye out for that. So this card right here is the starting card of your person. We have the Valkyrie or Valkyries, if you want to make it more plural, is all about redemption. So your person could be coming back to redeem themselves in some way. And I feel like it's someone that is looking around a lot of crap that has happened in the past. They could be coming in with a very hurt heart. They could be coming in with a very damaged aura or some kind of section of their soul. So they could possibly be really hurt in some way energetically. So I would say keep an eye out for that if you have not connected with them or communicated with them or anything like that. So yeah, your person's coming back. They're coming back. So we had two cards that showed up at the same time. We have Sekhmet, which I'm going to describe this and this other card that shot out together once I get to the other one. But the meaning on the Sekhmet card is reduction. But the reason why reduction is there is because when it came to contentment, they hid their contentment. That's why reduction is showing up beside contentment. So they could be kind of like grasping their arms when they see you. They could be touching their face when they see you. They could be maybe more than likely, if they get into this space, they could be more likely touching themselves. But I do want to let you know that your person is in the majority of it all and full of sorrow. So they could be coming back to pretty much say sorry to you. But it will come out in the natural sense of how they explain it, how they express it. But the ultimate thing that they're going to be saying is that the whole "I'm sorry" statement. So let's go ahead and see what this final card is about your person. So then you can get clarity about, what the feelings are and things like that. And they will be coming in with their feelings, but the thing is that I feel like you may have had some time of questioning, trying to figure out, like, okay, is this really true? Is this really happening? And the last card that shows up at the very end for your person is New Beginnings. So it could possibly be like if your person started off as friends and maybe lost contact with you during this point in time. I feel like they're going to be shooting into some new beginnings where it's like maybe you might see them start to want you. You might end up seeing them start to be in relationship needing, where it's just like they may have seen some kind of truth between them and their previous person, because I feel like they went to go chasing after some other person that became very devil-like, or maybe very graspy. So they're in a spot now where they could be very graspy, but more natural, more soothing, in a place where you and your person can finally feel at peace. For any of you that is either dealing with a third party, or maybe even maybe sensing some kind of energy coming from a third party, I'm going to get that out for you guys. So, yeah. Like I said. So this third party, you could possibly have heard from previous lives if you're a standing member of our channel. The Katesh card is basically about pleasure. So it's basically like a lot of sexual daydreaming, I would say. A lot of needing somebody from afar and never getting at all close. But other than that, there are two avenues when it comes to pleasure. One avenue, which is Avenue A, is the type of avenue where this person doesn't necessarily want you to truly be a lover of theirs, but they kind of just tempt you. They get you to move in their direction. And that is technically the type of person that could possibly be a warning, spoiler alert, a serial killer. A serial killer. Dun, dun, dun. But however, Avenue 2, or Avenue B, how you put it as, that avenue, the second one, that one is where your person could be exotically touching themselves. That's the type of pleasure where it's like they can't stop thinking about you. And that's basically, in some way, shape, or form, what your person is going through with this reduction sitting alongside the contentment and the new beginnings. The next card that is showing up that went alongside the Katesh card for the third party is the Ixchel card, which is all about release. So there's going to be something that this third party needs to learn, where they need to release their pleasure. Not onto you, but to release their pleasure away from you. Because you know for a fact that this third party isn't a lover when it comes to being connected to them. You know that your person is the lover, this second person that I read for. So let's go ahead and see what the next few cards are for this third party. So this is interesting. We have Yamaya, or I think some of you might pronounce it as Yamaya. But it just depends on like dialect. If you are from different regions of the history of Yamea. So it could be Yamea, you could be Yamaya, things like that. But the thing that Yamaya does is that she brings in the hope. So I feel like this third party could possibly be hoping that you swing around towards them. You're basically this third party is hoping that if it's not you, maybe if it's your person, maybe they're hoping that your person swings around towards them. So it's basically the broad perspective of hope, where it's just like, hoping, just hope. Um, oh, okay. We're getting some huge swing of cards. So, yeah, like I said earlier, sirens, temptations. So, this third party is very temptful. Not like tempting, but temptful. You see the difference, right? Where they lead you into something. So they need to learn when it comes to this card. They need to learn how to self love. Coming from the Aphrodite card. So yeah, they need to learn how to be in self love. They need to learn how to heal by themselves with the Bridget card. And just a clarification for some of you watchers out there. I've been in communities that wanted to align Bridget with Bridget, or maybe with Bridge, things like that. So I want you to be very careful when you come across that type of a thing. So yeah. Um, yeah, that's basically the third party that has been read. Let's go ahead and get to our fourth and final person within this card spread, which is a friend. This is someone that is a really good ally, somebody that is going to have your back and will actually at least be loyal to you. Or maybe even loyal to the connection that you and your person have. So we have Mat, which is justice. This could be the justice that you've been waiting for a millennia now. And I'm not exaggerating on that. I literally say this has been lasting for quite some time now. And this person that is loyal to you is going to be bringing out justice, to bring out like a peace, just like in the title that I have on the live, Paradise. Where you can finally feel like you aren't being portrayed in betrayal, things like that. Like I said, peace right on the bottom of this card. It says peace right on the white buffalo woman card. So yeah, I feel like after this justice, there's going to be a lot of peace. There's going to be a lot of prosperity. There's going to be a lot of like a place where you can just breathe in and breathe out without any interruptions. Um, let's go ahead and see what else comes out about your ally, your friend. Yeah. So we have Newt, which is basically about expansiveness. And also Athena, strategy. So, in some way, shape, or form, this could possibly be a teacher that teaches the teacher. Somebody that may be a Pisces, somebody that might be a Libra, somebody that might be a Aries, somebody that might be a Scorpio. Yeah. And some additional information coming from the bottom of the deck. There is Freya, which is irresistibility, which I feel like your person is entering while this third party is wrongfully saying that you're irresistible, because it's kind of like this third party wanted to kind of like look like your person, but then when it comes to them talking to your person, they want to look like you to your person. So that's why this Freya card is showing up, is that somebody is feeling very much in this irresistibility energy when it comes to you being irresistible, you know? Adromic, which is strength. Yeah, Adromic is basically about strength. Your person is going to be coming in really liking you way better than a lot of your previous relationships, or maybe even relationship paths. Pomona, as well, on the bottom of the deck, which is about plentifulness, and Gaia, which is about creation. So there is a lot of good stuff going on right now, where it's just like you and your person and this friend is really grouping together as like not just an alliance, but you and your person are becoming very royal. Going from like singly royal to happily married royal, or happily in a relationship royal. So let's go ahead and hop into some tarot side of things. This was an outstanding reading about this entire situation at hand. There has been a lot of actions going on currently, where a lot of people have lost interest, lost their delights, things like that. And it's causing people in the world to kind of get more chaotic built. So that is why I'm saying be careful when it comes to this Bridget card. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull from our Oracle cards to start off the tarot. We have about maybe like roughly 35 minutes worth in the live so far. We got like maybe until roughly some point past the full hour where we're going to be done with our live. So, yeah. This point, I'm going to do just you and your person on each side, just so then we're not overstretching time. So, our first card that showed up for you is Ankh, which is about key to life. So you could possibly have taught your person something very, very valuable, something that woken something within them. Yeah, some very, very interesting stuff in the world. So, anything else? New vintage. So, okay. So this could possibly be referring to your person showing up in your life. In the way where it's like they make that return. They make that very special, interesting return into your house. Or it could be into your heart. Things like that. But it's like your person is pretty much tearing up very heavily, and they know for a fact that you're the one. Because look, freedom, miracles, and non-judgment. So I feel like they swung from a very fake judgment against you to being very non-judgment about you. And obviously, I've got a phone call that is being brought to my attention. Give me 1 second. Okay. So we have a lot of happiness happening between the two of you guys. Even behind the scenes, it's like during the times where it's just like you and your person are living out your lives currently, before the two of you connect and meet together and really become lovers. It's like, hold on a second. I thought I heard a couple text messages. Nope. Okay. Interesting. Well, anyway, yeah, there is a lot of connection between you and your person. There is a lot of happiness when it comes to the balloons that are softly flying up in the air inside the freedom card that I showed you guys. I feel like you guys are the key to each other. So let's go ahead and pull for your person. If you are a Aquarius, feel free to swing on by, be a part of this live. If you haven't already, please feel free to drop on in, send in a little bit of a hello note in the comment section. So our first card that is showing up for your person, Aquarius, is gentleness. Um, I feel like not only did your person need gentleness, but your person learned that you also were the one that needed gentleness. So the both of you are kind of like very hurt, needing gentleness in your life, needing kindness in your life, things like that. So the gentleness is all about like responding softly. So it could either be what you do to your person and also what your person does to you. So it's like a kind of like a very specific action that happens where it's like the both of you act in gentleness towards each other. All right, so we had a big shoot of cards that just shot out, which is interesting. So we have abundance, which is the enjoy life fully card. I feel like, yeah, okay, so basically in this softness, in this kindness, in this pure side of life, they are going to understand not only the actions that you're giving them, but also they're going to understand the actions that they give you about really enjoying life. You know, not having to fight life anymore, where you can actually just like, you know, go for a picnic, go for some kind of lunch out. Maybe you could be going for some kind of, you know, soft and soothing dinner that says a lot about each other. Night's Vigil is the next card. Um, Not only are they soft, but they're also very valorant in the way of being loyal to you. Um, Not in the way where they fake it. They they are very loyal in the way that they may have learned something a little more deeper than the standard action of being loyal, where it's like they know your worth and they're like, okay, I need to be in this stance now to be very loyal to my person. And this shows up right here. Peace. It's not only going to be just peace on your end of things, but it's also going to be very peaceful on their end of things. And Joseph of Arimathea, um, which is basically kind of just like growth. So this might be in terms of possibly your person getting pregnant by you, or maybe if this is a man, maybe this man will pregnant or impregnate you. But this is not the type of person that would just like stumble away, that would just like run off once they fully interact in that way of, you know, having pregnancy. This is the type of person that would actually stay and live a decent life with you. So on the bottom of the deck, we have not lion, but lion heart. There's a bit of a difference. A lion is kind of like they're very agitated and angry. But the thing is that when it comes to a lion heart is kind of just like they love a lot, even though that they don't exactly show it um, too openly. They might resort to showing it to the right person, the person that connects really well with this. And they're going to be telling you that they fell for a lot of traps. They fell for a lot of a lot of they fell for a lot of booby traps. Oh my god. Okay. Um so I have to say, like, they're going to be standing up and telling you that, like, you're their world, and they really felt really upset and angered when it came to this other person. And they're going to say, like the "I need you" or "I want you," um, or they might say like I need you, Aquarius, now. Because they're kind of like just they're like really feeling the feelings that they've been holding on to for quite some time now, and you fulfill them. But not only that, but you also feel fulfilled when it comes to what they do to you, things like that. So we're gonna pull from okay. So we're gonna pull from the message deck that is showing up right now. The first card that is showing up about you, Aquarius, is the healing card, coming from this dragon card, the dragon wisdom card deck. The healing card from this deck says restoring hope. So you could possibly be restoring a lot of faith, restoring a lot of hope, restoring a lot of grace within your person, in the way where it's possibly bringing this together once and for all, and or it could possibly not only just be you, it could be your person. Your person could be showing up saying like, "Hey, look, I messed up. I'm sorry." Um, Things like that, and they could be saying like the whole "I really want you right now. I really need you right now in my life more than ever." And you're like, "All right." So either this could be within time. This connection really comes up and actually happens, or this could be a matter of like it's like time, like it's happening right now. It's like time. So this you could be just noticing some kind of like surrender coming from your person, but it's not like surrender like waving the white flag, being being tied with a rope, like prisoners of war or anything like that. But I'm talking about like the type of person that kind of just like could be pleading, going like, "Please, Aquarius, I'm sorry, I made a mistake." That's the type of energy that you could be seeing within your person. So let's go ahead and from this deck see what comes out for your person. Okay. So we have more than 3 that showed up for your person. So we have choice. This could be their past energy, where it's like they have to make a choice between, you know, you or them, and ultimately they made a decision where it's like, okay, I need to choose Aquarius. That's what's coming up. Is like they discovered their fuck up. They discovered their loss of hope that was coming from this other party, and now they're crying and going like, I'm sorry, Aquarius. I'm sorry for keeping you out there in the dark. I'm sorry. And this could be like them saying like, uh, does this mean you have to attack me? Does this mean that you have to uh, destroy me? But this really, this is kind of like the beforehand of the future energy. But I see like the bottom of the deck is kind of just like a lead up to for you to understand like what the future energy is going to be about. There's the dominance card on the bottom. I see you in a lot of dominance about something, and the self card that is showing up. Um, yeah, you're basically just like you could possibly be telling your person saying like, I've been with myself throughout this entire time and not going towards third parties, not going towards anyone lesser than you, not going to anyone that belittles this connection. So then you go into like transcendence with your person, where it's just like kind of just like a soft hug and just like a head on the shoulder kind of a thing, where it's like, you go up to your person, you're like, everything is going to be all right. And that's kind of like, during the time when they are crying, where they're tearing in front of you, where it's like you're just like, everything is going to be okay. You got it. I know you have it. And it opens up a lot of wisdom. It opens up a lot of space. It opens up basically a protection between you and your person when it comes to third parties, exterior connections. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot half of the part two, or part B, if you might say. Let's go ahead and see what it'll be, and I'm going to do it with the past energy being the top part with tarot, the present energy with the with this deck of tarot, and the bottom being the future. So that is only for any of you that are quite new to our channel. So just a little bit of a heads up. And not only am I going to do that for your side of things, but I'm also going to do that for your person's side of things. So then you can have a clarification of what's going on. So a lot of cards just shot out, which is outstanding. So our first card that I'm going to show you is the Empress in the past energy. So this is kind of like the understanding that's showing up, where it's just like, your person is entering this massive realization, where it's like, you're bringing them into an understanding of like who you really are. who you really are when it comes to not just the Empress, but the Sun. Where it's like you're riding freely, you're riding in a stance where it's kind of like you've been hurt so bad that you're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna come at it with like I'm not gonna care about a fucking shit. And that's kind of like what's happening on the outside of the spirit, where it's like you're just naturally walking away. And this is not related to you walking away from your person. This is related to you walking away from a third party. So then there is like this renewal going on with the death card. Basically, every death comes a rebirth, things like that. So, yeah. Initially, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, which is basically like this battle, this attack that's happening. But when it's in the reverse, that means that you're not being attacked anymore. This person is kind of just like stinging them on their own selves. They could be demolishing a lot of their creativity that they've done towards this endangerment of you and your person. So that is why the Knight of Swords is in the reverse. And I feel like it pairs alongside the Four of Swords being in the upside up, right side up. So basically, it's kind of like you can notice like since this third party kind of just like lost it, they are now in the bed, kind of just like shouting and screaming and yelling and crying really heavily, things like that. And maybe your statement is like, yeah, that serves you right, kind of thing. Where it's just like this third party has just been at it for years now, you know. So we also have the Judgment on the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and yeah, that is basically like somebody showing up in the way where it's like, okay, I understand what you're going through right now, and this person is not really a good person. So basically, they're showing up to kind of just like Joe Flacco arm them, or kind of just like get them out of your space, so then you and your person can fully unite. And when I mean fully unite, I mean like, you know, where you can put all the problems, the issues to a place where you don't have to be stuck in them anymore. And also, this could be the energy of your person coming from the bottom of the deck. This is like your person is kind of just like really wanting to express to you their feelings, but they, you know, in the past they've been kind of in their bed, or maybe so far currently in their bed, kind of just like crying and weeping and going like, I really wish this could have been better. I really wish that I could have just done something about this. And it ultimately gets them into the phase of like finally kicking off that devil, kicking off that detrimental energy of someone trying to be a leech, of someone trying to steal your energy, or maybe even their energy, if it comes to that. Let's go ahead and pull from this deck to go ahead and see what the past is for your person. Let's go ahead and see what comes out. So far we have 3 cards that just shot out. So we have the 2 swords for our first card, which is amazing. That one kind of got paired with the 9 of Pentacles. So thing is that your person could be thinking long and hard and trying to figure out like, should I do this? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I not? They could possibly be plucking a flower. They could be plucking a flower and being like, okay, do I love them? Do I not love them? Do I love them? Do I not love them? And this comes to show that your person has something to say to you. Has something to say to you, and they could possibly be gulping pretty hard about this. They could be looking at you and gulping very, very heavily. And they're like, right now they're in the energy of like, should I really explain this to Aquarius? Should I bring this up to Aquarius? And with that note in mind, let's go ahead and see, do they actually say it? Ooh, man, big one. I know they don't say it right away, but they are going to be on their way to say it. The Hermit energy, the Hermit card, it kind of gives me that energy of like that person that is letting the soul guide their body, letting the higher self guide their body. Yeah. And it's like they were before they stepped into the hermit. Before they stepped into the hermit, they were in the pathway towards the tower. But I feel like they had gotten some kind of quick glimpse of the tower, and they were like, you know what? I understand it now. Where it's like they backed off from allowing the tower to be their end all say all, and they kind of just like learned from that. They learned from taking this wise step of stepping into the hermit, where it's like they were deciding this entire thing from the very beginning on this situation, and now they're just like in the stance of like, okay, I'm just going to let my soul guide me. I'm going to let Father guide me. I'm going to let the Son guide me. Things like that. So on the bottom of the deck, we do have the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom. We do have the Chariot on the bottom. This person could possibly be coming to you and saying that, like, I realize now that I'm your equal, that I am your person. This person of yours, they realized it. They finally popped the question inside their own mind of like, oh shit, maybe I am Aquarius's person. So they're going to be coming back to you and saying like, hey, I messed up. I finally realized it now. I am your person. Things like that. So Yeah, and there may be some people that might try to fight that, but the thing is that the message finally comes through. The message finally comes through, and that's when the heartbreak is bye byes. Bye bye to the heartbreak. So let's go ahead and now, since we are now finished with the past side of the reading, we are going to go ahead and see what the present reading is. So, present energy for Aquarius, what would like to come out? So, like I said in a couple previous lives, um, I do want to mention that the Queen of Wands is half and half of two other queens. The Queen of Wands has half Queen of Cups energy and also the Queen of Swords energy. So, this is the type of energy that you're standing in, where it's like you're very direct, but you're also very emotional. And I feel like your person is starting to get that. They're starting to understand it, and they could possibly be embracing um, the side by side energy, where it's like you're the Queen of Wands while your person is the King of Wands, or maybe it could be maybe you have that leaning perspective where it's like you could be leaning towards Queen of Swords, or maybe you could be leaning towards the Queen of Cups. It's like they value that, and they actually start to get in the spot of like leaning into those energies as well when it comes to the king side. So yeah, but here's the thing. You could also be noticing that there is someone secondary that is trying to kick into this, trying to molest this connection, trying to intervene in the connection. But the thing is that you and your person are standing above that. You guys are standing above this whole molestful energy. Because look, you and your person are the world together. And I do have to say that your person did finally get the better perspective of this situation. And they like better perspective as in like they went from where they last shown you how they are acting to what they're going to be acting from here on out, is that they're going to be understanding this time and pretty much energetically connected. um, if you guys are trying to figure out that energetic connection, if you're in the early stage. But if you're in the later stage, this is kind of like somebody that will pretty much tell you that they did something really wrong, and now they're coming back to uh, kind of like worried in a way where they're going to be reaped by the Grim Reaper. You know? Okay, so I do have to say there are a couple of extra cards that showed up. I do have to say that that even though that there are other options as well, these other options are not the crew that you're going to be connecting relationship like with. You're going to be connecting maybe more likely foes, allies, loyal friends, like people that actually, are on the exterior side of this connection between you and your person. And this is you on the Queen of Swords half of this entire thing. Where it's like you're kind of like in that stage now, talking to these other options, saying like, kind of like, if you aren't going to have this decent life with me, then I'm going to cut you out. Because it's like you draw that sword, and it's like you're using that to kind of just like, cut away the tether that keeps your island connected to, those other options islands, you know? Yeah. Let's go ahead and see what the present energy of your person is on this situation. Obviously, a card just flew off. Oh, okay. So looks like the magician is showing up in the upright. They could be pretty much coming in, going like, "Hey, I'm sorry, it could be any which way that they express it, but it's kind of like they're saying like, I'm sorry, I know your worth now. I made a massive mistake and I regret it. I'm sorry." And I feel like this is the type of person that kind of just like, in the past have stated like I don't like regrets. I don't like to be regretting anything. But the thing is that they could possibly be starting to regret something. They could be starting to regret a particular energy that costed them their upfront sincerity. So they had to draw back towards like very reserved sincerity. Yeah, look, the Empress. Yeah, they fall in love. When they state that, it's like you could possibly be seeing their cheeks blush. You could be seeing their arms kind of just like squeeze or something like that, or like kind of like that type of person where it's just like they might have felt really hurt, but they know that you're the one that taught them a lot in their life. you know? Yeah. Nine of Cups following afterwards. Yeah, with the Empress being right beforehand, the Nine of Cups is kind of just like they're entering happiness and fulfillment and really feeling like you and them are sincerely meant for each other. Let's go ahead and see what the next few cards are showing up as. So we have for the final card of the current energy of your person, the Eight of Pentacles. So expect you and your person to be possibly creating stuff in bed, possibly creating a family together. That's what this Eight of Pentacles is about. Is like you're creating something. It could be as much as a relationship. It could be as much as like self endeavors, where it's like you're building something astounding to the world. Things like that. Um, the bottom of the deck there is the Devil, which, yeah, your person is very aware of that now. They're very aware of the Devil, and you in the past you've basically have been telling them like, hey, be careful, there's that devil over there, you gotta be careful. And they might have been a little wreckful, not reckless, but wreckful. They have maybe stumbled upon something that they should not have stumbled upon. And now they're coming back going like, oh shit, Aquarius, you're my light of day. I'm sorry. And they could be handing you some flowers. They could be handing you maybe kneeling on the ground, proposing you. Or maybe, yeah, maybe it could be something that they bring up where it's maybe like maybe you were the one that proposed, but they turned it down. But then they come back and they're like, "Oh shit, do you remember when you proposed to me? I kind of liked it." So that's what your person might be coming towards you, going like that, where it's just like they're going to be saying like, Grace, I'm sorry I haven't told you this before, but I like you. That's what the person is going to be showing up. Your person, yeah, like they, yeah, they went kind of like on a horse, or they're driving their car away from this King of Pentacles energy, and they're like, let's have it, Aquarius. Let's have it. Let's have children. Let's have a family together, because I know you're the one. Yeah. And you might be going on some trips. You could be going on some kind of venture with each other, things like that. And not just venture, just to venture. I'm talking about venture as in like leading you down to being, husband and wife energy, where it's like you're actually together. So let's go ahead and see what the future holds, my lovely Aquariuses. Let's see what it goes up to. Da, da, da. Oh my God. Oh man, I'm gonna love that sometimes. Um, so we have the Page of Wands that is showing up in the upright this time, because the Page of Wands that showed up on your person's side is in the reverse. So this is kind of like going from being the reversed Page of Wands to being in the upright, where your person finally pops the question of like, do you want to marry me? And yeah, this could be very emotional, very, very, very curious of what's going on. And it's like your person is like, um, I know it took a long time for me to come to you, but I left other people to be with you. And they're going to be saying to you that like I'm done with my other choices. I'm done with being with other people. You're my everything. That's what your person is going to be stating to you about, because look, on the bottom of the deck we have like the 10 of cups with the 3 of pentacles in the upside down. I do want to mention that the reason why the 3 of pentacles is showing up right after the 10 of cups is that the 3 of pentacles is kind of describing itself as like a intervene energy, where it's like you and your lover fall in love with each other, get married, and things like that. But there's a third person there, somebody that chisels their own name into the mix. But the thing is that when the 3 of pentacles is in the upside down after the 10 of cups, the energy shows up as more of like this intervener is no longer there. And this intervening energy that is showing up is not going to happen anymore. So you're standing kind of like more authoritative and kind of more like an actual teacher. And I heard this phrase from another card reader, which I will make a little jotted note for you guys, just because I had heard about this. The high priestess is kind of just like the one that always stays quiet during an exam, during a test, during some kind of action, where it's like it's kind of like where God is teaching everybody, and you're just like, and everybody is like, la 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 la, let's go ahead and do this and do that, and they could possibly receive their test the next time that they see their scores, and it's just like the score for them is like 70% or 75%, and your percentage is actually between 90% and 100%. That's what's going on right here, is like, you have the magic to be of this will, and it leaves all these other people out there crying and weeping and going like, well, why didn't I get a better score than this? But the thing is that you, Aquarius, have a way better knowledge than they did, and that's why this is happening. It's because you're smarter than them. You're better than them. I'm getting the quick little phrase from The Boys. If you guys have watched The Boys, do you guys remember Homeland? Tongue twister. Homelander. There we go. There is a talk that Homelander did in that TV show where it's like, I'm smarter, I'm better. Trust me, I'm better. And that's kind of just like what you're showing up as is like you're smart, you're better. You don't need you don't need some crazy ass hoe to mess up the joint. You're better because on your person's side of things, they are going to be basically kind of just like confirming that all these other people out there are kind of just fakes and frauds and pretenders, and you were the one that actually was the good person. And the thing was is that like they thought you weren't the good person, and they've been told that you were devilish and things like that. But these other options that they had were the real ones that were devilish. That you actually have taught your person a lesson in life to not accept those that do wrongdoings, that do evil biddings. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So this is the Queen of Swords. They might have either caught wind of this, or maybe seen this, or maybe have had that inner knowing that you have done this, where it's like you cut off your extras, so then therefore they cut off their extras. But we have the knight, knight. We have well, it is a knight, but however, it is the knight of death. So death shows up in the way where it congratulates not just you, but it congratulates your person as well. It says like the Knight of Death, they're like, bravo, bravo, good job, Aquarius and Aquarius's lover, good job. This is exactly what I was trying to have you guys do. Oh, that's so sweet. Look at that. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups with the star. You. So that brings you to the bottom of the deck, where the devil is pretty much trying their best to imitate this, trying to be like, I'm better than them. I'm better. I'm better. But the thing is that like you and your person have pretty much fallen in love. You both are together. You both are connected. While this other person is just like, oh, what am I gonna do? But the thing was that like maybe in the past your person was feeling kind of like worried, kind of just like, oh my god, what am I gonna do if I don't act soon? But they're basically, yeah, they could be going from the question of like, um, you know, like, I love you. I want you to be with me, kind of thing, to more of the energy of um, like, can I have you as my wife? Can I have you as my husband? And you're like, sure. And they could be like clapping, going like, yay, kind of just like excited and happy, and they feel like there is a lot of life coming in again in their life, where it's just like, they're not going to fall flat anymore. So anyway, no further ado, this is the ending of the live. So if any of you really liked it, please feel free to drop a comment down below. Drop a like button. Also drop in the heart. There's also the subscribe button down below. You can hit that. Go to the notification bell at the very top. So then you can see our incoming content after this one. Also, you can go to the share button, go to whatever platform that you feel best you would like to share to. Um, you can either figure out if you want to have it more private or if you want to have it within a group. But make sure that when you're sharing this specific live, that it goes only just to Aquariuses. But also there are other lives as well that I do, such as Sagittarius, such as Aries, such as Libra, and so on and so forth. So if you are a part of that zodiac, or maybe if somebody out there is part of that zodiac, please feel free to share it to them, because they are going to very much like it. And for any of you that have been shared, feel free to be a part of our community by hitting that subscribe button. And maybe if you want to, tap into the notification bell, and as well as check into our chat box and comment down below. Anyway, love and like, love and like. Maybe somebody is really liking you. But anyway, love and light to you guys. I hope you have a wonderful time, and I will see you then. Peace.